Off of MLK, used to live there. Basketball on the tier, used to win there. Up in the cell at 17, back in jail with no bail at 19. Up the road with the life is at 20. Made my first 100,000 at 23. Now who is he or who is she to speak on my name when you ain't me? Why do you talking I'm overseas? Biggie Smalls when I move, it was all a dream. Keep on talking and pump me up. Call me lucky, I guess I got dummy luck. Give it a play, and then it is time. Better believe he gon' it up. Hey, he might snitch on YouTube. Say that you was up and put that on YouTube. Why you always rapping about it that you do? Why you always rapping about it that you do? Hey, if it's up like that, it's up like that. If it's up like that, it's up like that.
Sometimes my feelings are blind. Sometimes I can't even give it a try.
Sometimes I keep it inside, but still I cry. Still I cry. Stop, here we go. Bucket off the pick and roll. Shit, gotta go. We don't move it scary. Last time a shed a tear, that when Prince died. Cause if we rockin', then you know we rockin' like it's Slipknot. See, this ain't basketball at halftime. We on switch sides. She thinks she love me, but she fell in love with my rich side. I got it for less. Flip that, then I got on a check. Dispatch, then we go on a race. Switch it up if that other place. Mix it up, got a lot on my plate. Got the broccoli and cheese with the beef on the side. This ain't no regular steak. No one.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Uptown Charlotte and rain-soaked Bank of America Stadium. Today it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here, as it'll be the Minnesota Vikings taking on the Carolina Panthers. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Let's go now. Round. Right.
Young wasting no time, right to the air. That is taken in by Hurst. A good job to get him to the ground quickly right there at the 36-yard line. 17 yards on the game's opening play and a quick first down.
At the 36-yard line.
Here we go.
Shut him on this run, boy.
On the ball.
A man who joined the Panthers from the NFC champs, it's Miles Sanders. And space tough to come by there, so he'll get maybe a yard to the 37. The Panthers at 2-1 now to start the campaign, and they were looking good until last week's loss took them from the ranks of the unbeaten.
Yeah, I don't think anyone was expecting this team to push the 72 Dolphins, but still, you got to take a lot of positives from this first month. If they can bounce back and move to 3-1, they'll be pretty well set up for the remainder of the season to follow.
That throw by Young incomplete. You look at this defense for the Vikings. They come into play number 12 in the NFL against the run.
And that play right there shows exactly why they're so good against the run. Held the line of scrimmage, held the point of attack, and stuffed him for no gain.
Hey, cross field. Red. Black shot. Ready?
Young on third down. That one complete. He finds Sharp. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. A good-looking drive so far for the Panthers on a first down here.
That certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes Hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Hey, go field. Ready?
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Check field. Ready, ready. Hut, hut.
Right back to Sanders on 1st down. And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Clock, 10. Right through.
From the red zone now, Young. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. DJ Chark, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Well, with this rookie QB, we talk a lot about his ball placement and how good he can be at laying it right in there. I think we just saw, Charles, though, the strength of that arm. That was an absolute rifle for the completed touchdown.
It absolutely was, and let's face it, you think he was really ready to get that first touchdown? Absolutely. He threw that pass with authority, just as you described. Big-time arm right there, and let's face it, a lot of quarterbacks used to be pitchers in baseball. The fastball was usually their best pitch, and we saw it there.
The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. In motion goes the tight end. Cousins now to throw on 1st down. He's going to find Jefferson open downfield. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. That's good for 28 yards.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a 1st down.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. A first carry here for Kene Nwangu to about the 48-yard line. You look at this Carolina defense. Right now in the National Football League, they're ranked number 18 against the pass.
And this game for them is all about the line of scrimmage. Winning that battle, using their leverage, being the low man with power to take the offensive linemen and run them back into their own backfield and try and create some lost yardage plays.
Second and 7. They just do get the play off. Now Cousins. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
What we're seeing so far as the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front, the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Cousins. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 42. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the 1st.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the 1st down.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. They go play action. Cousins. And this one is incomplete.
That was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
2nd and 10. Straight ahead, here's Nwangu. Solid running on the carry, but still brought down just inside the 40. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. To throw, Cousins. Throw left side, taken in by Jefferson. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. So the completion good for 6 yards. And it'll be 4th down. They'll run for it. It's Nwangu. And they are going to stop him on 4th and 1 as they'll wind up going backwards. The Vikings unable to convert here on 4th. And the Panthers will get the football back. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. This could end up being a pretty big drive. I mean, look, yes, it's early in this game, but they scored the touchdown. They got the stop. And now if they could get in the end zone here again, CD, they could grab an early stranglehold on this one.
Yeah, they certainly can, and that's what you're looking for. Where's the advantage? Can you gain it? Can you press it? Now for them, finishing it off because right now it's out there for them. They've just got to go seize it.
2nd down, Young. And he fires one incomplete.
Well, he certainly didn't like what he saw at all from the coverage on his primary reads, and he didn't even have any luck trying to get back to his safety valve. Give defense a credit. Coverage is in lockdown mode everywhere.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Out of the gun, it's Young. He'll find Thielen working the middle. And he is going to have the Panthers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So return to a trusted, familiar face in that 3rd down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you got to be a veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field. Defensively, make sure you know where he is because he understands how to get open in key situations.
Defensively, Harrison Phillips there to stop it. 6-0 our score after 1.
Okay, right.
From just shy of midfield, here's 2nd down and 7.
Black Ultra.
Now here's Young. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down.
Ultra. Go ultra. Stay.
Shotgun snap and then the give to Sanders. And he's taken down at the 43. Picking up the first. It goes as a gain of 9 and it moves the chains.
So that's what that elbow in my ribs was all about. You thought they were going to throw the ball as well.
Absolutely. I think everybody thought they were throwing the football. Caught him off guard.
Yeah, I'm telling you, when you have the courage to make that type of a play call, a lot of times you actually get rewarded.
Meanwhile, Young's throw complete to his receiver, Thielen. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a first down. They'll run with Sanders up the middle. And they'll get him down inside the red zone at the 14. It's also a gain of 14. First down.
Now this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Hey, check Rager. Ready?
Another run here with Sanders. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Ready?
Young working out of the gun. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle 3rd. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down.
Well, he'll definitely say that that's one he should have held on to. But when you're playing in elements like this, sometimes those bullet passes, those ones with a little bit of pace on them, they can be difficult to hold on to.
Young. They shakes him. Oh, Young loses it. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. We always hear a lot of veterans on the defensive side of the football. They talk about smelling blood in the water, putting pressure on a rookie. They got to him there to force it free, but couldn't recover it.
And you mentioned the pressure. Rookie quarterback, you're going to bring more pressure at him at all times because you don't know how he's going to hold up. He was fortunate there. Luck was on his side, able to recover that fumble.
And no mistaking that sound. It reverberated through the whole stadium.
And it's the sound Brandon no kicker wants to hear. It looked like he had it on target the whole way, but the upright said,
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
On play action, Cousins. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I know tight ends love this route because a lot of times they'll fake the block first and get a little bit of space and then come across the middle because in their mind, they're thinking catch the ball and then drop the hammer on the little guys in the secondary.
Unable to drop the hammer, he just dropped the pass. Here's 2nd and 10. Cousins now. To the right side and complete to Jefferson. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route. and he ran a little shallower than normal as he went straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Now they'll work with 4 receivers here on 3rd and 6. Working out of the gun, Cousins. He'll find Goodwin here on the right side. And he's just going to be short here, barely, maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the first down. Now to be 4th and short.
And this will be a long field goal if the skies were clear, but here in the rain and the elements, they'll go for it on 4th. They'll try and run for it. He only needed a yard, but he couldn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. And the Panthers will get the football back. Even though they didn't get it, probably the right call. Too long for a field goal and just not a whole lot to gain from a punt there.
Yeah, you wouldn't have really netted very much yardage if you pumped the ball, right? And the thing about a field goal, and you know this from so much experience, the longer the field goal, the lower it comes out off the kick, right? Which means it's got a better chance of being blocked. So you're taking a chance either way. I like the fact they went for it.
Now this one into the hands of the tight end, Hayden Hurst. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense. Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
Another run with Sanders. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. 2nd down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Now a 2nd and 6. Throwing, Young. Flushed out right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing to no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
I tell you what, that's a veteran play from a guy in his first season in the NFL. A lot of rookies will try and force something there. He thought better of it, and that was the right decision.
And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. Now Young. He's got his target. That's complete. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 23. Nice 3rd down conversion and even 20 yards. Here's a quick throw to Thielen. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. Adam Thielen, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Panthers will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. This time, the extra point up and good. And the lead now stands at 13. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he returns this to the 22.
Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit. Cousins on first down. And he's got the speedster Goodwin. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. From the gun, here's Cousins. Deep ball for Goodwin. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
I believe I'm following their logic. Take the big shot downfield, loosen things up. You're hoping to get some points on the board before the half. Maybe now you come back and throw some underneath stuff in order to make sure you get a completion.
Now a 2nd and 10. Addison will go in motion left. A 2nd down throw for Cousins. And he's got this to Jefferson. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run with Nwangu. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. Well, they had stopped him for a loss on the run anyway, so they'll decline that.
It's almost a good psychological advantage, isn't it? You created a penalty, and you still couldn't gain yards against us. No way we need to take that one.
Now a 2nd down throw for Cousins. That'll be complete to the running back, Nwangu. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Call it a gain of 6 on the play. And that'll bring us to a 3rd and 4. 4 receivers on the field. It's 3rd and 4. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. And that is too far out in front. He couldn't haul it in. Incomplete.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up 4th down here.
The offense stays put. They failed twice already in this first half, but they're going to go a 3rd time here on 4th down. Going quickly out to the right side. And the Vikings are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Final play of the half. Cousins. They get this out left. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. 15 more yards there, and quickly another first down.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Up the middle, Nwangu. Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. 53 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
Every team in the league always wants explosive plays, breakout plays, and even more so when it's your horse who's had a tough time during the game.
Yeah, not that great in the first half. Maybe he can recalibrate here in the 3rd and then carry that over to the 4th.
I like that. Recalibrate. Strong.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
What a job by this defense all game long. They've come together and really said, no one's crossing our goal line, and they're definitely not going to start right now.
You can just see the dejection. Feel like nothing is working offensively. On 2nd down, here's Nwangu. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a 3rd and goal.
Sometimes I get caught in hyperbole, but I think they desperately need to punch this one in. They're running out of time.
Yeah, 2-score game, second half, you're down here. This is the time to put it in the end zone.
And how could get much better than this for an opportunity?
He'll try again. And good work there defensively. He's able to keep him out of the end zone. No gain on the play, and what to do now on 4th and goal. This defense continues to be good on 3rd down. I mean, they haven't allowed a touchdown offensively. Are you saying, let's go for this? Let's try to get it in the end zone.
I don't know about that because of what you just described. They've been so good, and they don't give up the big play that you would expect in downs 1 through 3. Why should 4th down be any different? You might want to go ahead and kick the field goal and see if you can figure out something else as this game moves on.
They'll look to run with Nwangu. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Kene Nwangu with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Vikings' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And it's now 13-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a 1-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a 1-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change, because otherwise that could overrun your team. You got to be careful right here.
And out across midfield down to the 45. Told it's an even 30 and 1st down. Thought they were going to have him down a lot earlier, but he was able to shed that tackle.
Shows the value of the weight room, doesn't it? Shows the value of the attitude when you run the football. Don't go down easily. Break a few tackles. Gain some additional yardage.
Thielen going to go in motion right. Now they show jet sweep, but instead a run up the middle here. Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
It went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
On 2nd down, Young. Full left side on target to Thielen. This is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 33.
Cycle. Needle blue. Ready?
Young. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. DJ Chark with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And they're able to add on to their advantage. Frank Reich going to tell the offense to go for 2.
Watch out now. 50 series. Cut.
He's got it at the 2. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've gotten pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play the same tempo, the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one. I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for them. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
Going underneath, he's got Hawkinson. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation. Would have meant that there was an incompletion and they picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. 66 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. To throw, Cousins. That's down the field for Jefferson. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
2nd and 10 now, 3rd quarter from Charlotte. Cousins. And his throw is incomplete.
Just what they need, a little chip grenade, but subpar offense is what helped get them into this spot. And now they're continuing to trend with incompletions. That won't get them out of it if they don't change something soon.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Throwing is Cousins. Addison hauls it in. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
And that's one of the better plays we've seen this offense put together so far. They haven't been able to get on track much at all. But listen, they're only down a couple of scores with the rest of this quarter and the entire fourth remaining. So, stranger things have happened.
Cousins again. Toward the sideline, intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it. And the Panthers are going to take over at their own 41.
Okay, partner, no surprise to you. I'm going to look at this from the defensive perspective. In the rain, you have to be more cautious trying to cover passing routes. Why? The offense knows where they're going with the football. The receiver knows the route he's going to run. You have to make sure you keep your footing underneath you.
Now first down throw complete downfield. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
The time to give some credit to the big fellows, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you've got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Check strike.
It's a second down run with Sanders. And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Panther first down.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. Chance now to put this game on ice. This is first and goal.
Hey, go steal.
They'll run with Sanders. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Well, now after all of this, hang on here because he appears to be shaken up. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break.
Ready.
They run with a third-year man, Chuba Hubbard. And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that. So stuff for no gain on second down brings up a pretty interesting third from this distance.
I'm throwing the ball, and I'm not even thinking about play pass. I'm going to let them know right away I'm throwing it, but I'm probably giving my quarterback some room, sprint him out to one side or the other, and give him an opportunity. If it breaks down, he can take off and run for it.
And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for fourth down. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
Yellow, line. Smith, red. Set.
They'll run for it. It's Hubbard. And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. Chuba Hubbard punching it in from a yard away. And the Panthers look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Middle of the field to Jefferson. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down.
Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Give left side here for Nwangu.
And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. Play fake. Cousins.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Horn.
And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. That interception may be the exclamation mark on what really all around has been a good performance.
A fantastic performance. They will enjoy film session. Their grade should be very good on this one. And I think the next time the offense gets the ball, I just think about running it and getting the clock done and getting the heck out of here.
And by the way, semantics here, but before the grammar police come after me, I think it's exclamation points, not mark, right?
You're asking me? Seriously?
Yeah, you're smarter than me. Everybody knows that.
Listen, I go with what you say, my man.
Blue strike.
To throw on 2nd down is Young. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down.
Well, 4th quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
Check field. Mega. Ready?
Young on 3rd down.
Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Vikings will take over possession here up at the 44.
At their own 44-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
The interception was a good starting point, but still a huge hill to climb with his 3-score deficit, and time faded.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. And quickly they get to the line. A 1st down throw for Cousins.
Looks again for T.J. Hockenson, and he's got him again.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30. That'll give them 8 that time, and they'll be left with 2nd and a couple.
I don't care what sport you're playing. Everyone likes to build up a little momentum, don't they? And look at this, back-to-back completions to the big target at tight end.
That one not as profitable as the other, but still a decent game. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22.
72 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
Cousins now to throw on 1st down. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout that's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Cousins now. Man open, it's Goodwin. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. That gain of 15 gets him on the doorstep, 1st and goal.
A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, A loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But if they trim that lead down to just 2 scores, that's still a benefit to this squad.
A loss of 2 there, second down.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. They'll go right back to Nwogu. He pushes forward from maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here, brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
On the run is Nwogu, and he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 4 yards, that gets him close to the goal line, but it also brings up a 4th and goal.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown,
you want 2.
You're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the 2nd one.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They're looking at a 4th and goal here as they search for a late score. Maybe one final chance here to make this a bit more respectable as they'll go for it on 4th and goal. They'll try and run for it. And not only will he not get in, he's going to lose yardage. They stuff him back at the 4. They stop him up short on 4th and goal from the 1. And the Panthers defense able to deliver the goal line stand. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. On 1st down, they'll start out with Hubbard. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Running the ball can be a struggle in this part of the field. In fact, it's a perfect spot for defenders to pin their ears back and try and work upfield, and they capture him for a loss.
Ultra. Hut.
2nd down, another chance for Hubbard. And he will double the space they have to work with as they take it from the 2 to the 4.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
On 3rd down, here's a run by Hubbard. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. That good for 19 on a 1st down. Hate to be blunt, but it is just continuing to prove to be the case that this O-line is manhandling this D-line right now.
They deserve to roll up their sleeves and show up their biceps because they're doing exactly what you just described, manhandling the defensive front. They've got the leverage, they're powering through, and they're controlling this game.
Here's a 2nd and 8. And they'll go again here with Hubbard. And he'll get this one up to the 26. And one of the whistles for a timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds.
Here we go.
Now 3rd down and 7. Straight ahead with Hubbard. And this is going to be a Panthers 1st down as the tackle made at about the 38. So this one is over. A victory for Carolina. And it was their